transformation of a marketer into a customer owner, if I may so call it. I know marketers are supposed to be custodians of the customer. But like I said earlier, knowing a customer so well that you can anticipate him in a changing environment and a changing customer moment, to me, that's a big marketing moment. A big marketing moment for me is a marketer to convert into a digital marketer or digital first marketer. A big moment for me for 2020 is the transition for many categories from retail or showroom marketing to home marketing. Very often people today talk about now it's all about online, it's all about digital, and I beg to differ. Maybe my category makes me do that. Or as a consumer, I think it's going to be about online and offline. The customer has to have an option. It has to be at his terms, his conditions, but the experience has to be the same. Another magical moment for me or a learning for me was that you're not competing against your own category. You're not competing against brands in your category. You're competing against brands of any category and any geography as far as the experience is concerned. Because now you're just a click away from any other brand. So if I'm on Amazon right now and next second I'm on AdityaBirlaCapital.com, I'm going to compare the two. I'm going to expect the two to be the same. Another big moment for me is that if you give a customer what's in it for him, an entire push category like financial services can convert to a pull category within 60 days or less than 60 days. So these were some of the big learnings or big moments, if you ask me, from my perspective in 2020. 2021 is going to be very different. We all know that. But let me tell you what I think is going to make it very different. I think the convergence of a CTO and a CMO has been spoken of for many years now. But I believe the convergence of a CTO, a CFO, and a CMO is one trend to watch out for. The second is agility and speed. Not the agility and speed you talk about in day to day, but the ability to be able to get to market very soon, be it with new and relevant products or new and relevant services or new and relevant digital assets. The need for agility and speed on these is going to be far greater than ever before. The next one, if you ask me, is about empathy. How do you get and stay empathetic to the changing customers' changing needs with the speed and rapidity that the environment demands of them? The next one is, I think, tech and digital partnerships. If anyone thinks that he can bring all the technology in-house and he can make it all happen, for example, Aditya Birla Group has a platform called BizLabs, where we engage with startups, we engage with technology geniuses, and we share our problems with them, and we ask them to come up with solutions which we can adopt or adapt. So therefore, partnerships with people who are in the front within their own field, and then partnerships with the user base, like brands and marketers like ourselves. The leverage of big data, according to me, is something which is also going to be a trend for the way ahead. Customer segments, customer journeys, and can you have a single unified customer view? So far, we've always looked at customers from different touch points, from different perspectives. This is the customer as far as the call center is concerned. This is the customer as far as social media is concerned. This is the customer as far as mass media is concerned. But the customer is the same. These are the alternate mediums by which we reach out to him, right? So therefore, if we can have one single unified view and then give personalized customer experiences, and by that what I mean is, can I give him the right product? Can I give it to him through the right channel? Can I give it to him at the right time? Through the right communication. Now that hyper personalization where every rupee counts. So it's not like mass media. I will spend big money, then I will benefit from it. I have to make every rupee count, and therefore CTO, CMO, CFO, hyper personalization for the right product, right time, right channel, right communication, and therefore using technology as an enabler and not as the end. Trends are going to be emerging by the day, and anyone who believes that he can forecast a trend for a year or 9 months or 6 months, for example, in business planning, we are realizing that it's not only about zero-based budgeting, but it is also about being nimble and flexible and revisiting what we have committed to or planned on a regular basis. So I think the trend is going to be plotting a trend, the ability to plot a trend in hours, days, and weeks rather than for years and years ahead. I know what comes to mind instantly, right? The economy. What's going to happen at the economy because it affects all of us. So, no denying that. There are murmurs now of a COVID 2.0. There's no denying that. Because if new strains of the virus are coming, it could start all over again. But if you ask me, the biggest potential party pooper is the customer. And I'll tell you why. It's the mindset of the customer, it's the behavior of the customer, it's the I'm invincible mindset of a customer. And I'll give you an analogy from my category to help you understand what I'm saying. Let's look at life insurance. We've always looked at it as a push category. I have to knock on your door 10 times, I have to follow up with you 5 times, I have to push you into taking a policy, and that too you do it at the end because itna mera piche pada hai, let me just take a policy from you. It's a push category. Within weeks, it became a pull category. But the fact is, when do people think of buying life insurance in the normal? They don't want to buy life insurance. They don't believe in the need for life insurance because they believe they're invincible. Usko hota hai, mujhe thodi na hoga. But when you hear of a death in the family, when you hear of the passing away of a young person, a seemingly healthy person, for the next 5-10 days you think, mujhe bhi insurance lena chahiye. If in those 5-10 days you act, super, otherwise it's back to normal, till the next bereavement happens which you have heard of or you're connected with. So to me, that behavior is the biggest derailer that can happen not only in 21 but in the future. That if the consumer forgets what has happened in 2020 and goes back to the normal, and we don't anticipate that. So for example, the customers move from offline to online in days, like we said. But if that was per force and not by choice, if he hasn't experienced magic, if he hasn't felt the advantage, the day it's back to normal, he will go back to offline and we'll be caught unawares because we've moved everything to online and he's moved back. So the fickleness of a consumer under a crisis versus when it's back to normal, according to me, that can be a big party pooper if we as marketeers are not a step ahead or aware of this fickleness.